Thanks for staying with us. Last week, Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu criticized Nigerians for leaving their refrigerators and air conditioners running while they are away from home, citing a lack of awareness about electricity consumption. Addressing journalists in Abuja, Adelabu expressed concern over the wasteful use of electricity due to its affordability in the country. He highlighted instances where people leave appliances running unnecessarily, such as keeping a freezer on despite everything inside being frozen. What are your thoughts on this? But before we take your thoughts, let's take this video.
We must be able to talk the truth to ourselves. We don't have the culture of consumption management in this country in terms of power, just because of the cheapness of the tariff we pay out. A lot of people come back from work, they want to have dinner, or they want to play with their colleagues down the road. They switch on the AC for the room to be cooling before they come back. Yes, some people will be going to work in the morning. A freezer has been left on for days. They will still leave it on when all the items in the freezer are already frozen. And 5, 6, 8 hours of their absence will not be able to defreeze. They will still leave it. It will continue power just because we are not paying enough. We've all been overseas before. We know how conscious the power consumers are to consumption of electricity.
We have all not been to Obodo before.
As in, this might mean
not everybody, yes. Majority of the people have never been. But what do you think about what he's talking about? I know that a lot of us are guilty of, not managing our power. That's on one hand, because we're really not aware how we can save our power. But let me come to the ladies. Let's hear your thoughts.
This one, you see, this my minister of power. You are not helping us. So like, we want to help you. Like when I say we, I mean me on this side of the fence in media, holding you accountable. I really want you to succeed, and I've been holding you accountable. I've been calling you out. This was a major goof for me. That entire interview shows that our minister does not understand the problem of the power sector and is not able to address it. If you don't know where the shoe is pinching, you cannot address it. Number one, nobody that is paying a cost-reflective level, which is what we're paying now. Yeah. If you are metered and you are paying the bill, you will switch off everything switchable. Yeah. So he is addressing the wrong problem with the wrong solution. He's offering the wrong solution to the like there are myriads of problems facing the power sector, one of which is transmission. We know. Distribution, we know. So when you say that people don't manage their lights, you're not, I'm paying in band A, I manage my lights. My parents are not even in band A, they're like in band C. They manage their light because they have meters. If you have meter and you know that your action will control your bill, automatically you will change your action. Yeah. So what people is calling out are people who currently do not have meters. And that should be addressed, not to say because we don't know how much it costs. If you know that whether I use this light or I don't use the lights, they will bring me 500,000 naira. Of course, I will switch on everything inside the house. But when I know that if I switch off, the moment I switch it off, it will impact on what I'm spending. That solves the problem. So what the minister is having this statement and saying that Nigerians don't know how to manage, and then he made the generalizing statement because of where he's sitting. So we have unless you get the issue that we've all been what is the percentage of Nigerians who have experienced life outside this country or even seen what 24-hour power supply looks like? We need a President Tinubu needs to review this portfolio, honestly. Okay, so I am of the opinion that we don't have a right fit for the job of Minister of Power.
Okay, so I want to interject from what you're saying. Where is the light that is even telling us to save? We should not put on our freezer, not put on AC. Where is the light? There's no light. So it's this light that you bring for 2 hours. We quickly go and put on our freezer and put on the AC so that the place will be... If immediately you put on the AC, the light will go. Don't go off. So let there be light safe before you even start talking about increments and how to even manage it and all. You understand? The federal government needs to be able to cushion this thing. Everything is just coming, blowing us everywhere. And it's so hard, it's harsh. The economy is becoming so difficult. Everything is becoming difficult. They just need to please calm down. Calm down with this electricity thing. Please, calm down.
Ramatu has spoken this morning. He said, where's the light?
That's the first place.
They're not telling us to manage what? Yeah. What are we managing?
You have to have it to be able to manage it. Nima, let me come to you.
They have given me assignments. Now they have closed it up. I cannot help but agree. I want to do balance for minister, but truly, I'm struggling here. Nigerians waste power. When you drive home in my community in the evening, they don't use power saving bulb. All the shops are locked. This Ramadan, I've been getting home quite late. And I'll see all the lights just running.
So they don't have meters?
Do they have meters?
Those shops don't have meters. Running. So Tokwe's case of, you know that it's the estimated bill. You use, they go bring the bill. You use. And I cannot help but agree with that. But I think that if you start the metering method with people, at least the prepaid meters with them, it will only encourage the culture of saving. When in my house, I use only power saving bulbs. I use only inverter friendly, but even freezer is inverter friendly. I have not bought AC for my office because I'm looking for an inverter friendly one. The one I know, when I switch it on the prepaid meter in my office, it will be reading tung, tung, tung. And if I'm leaving the office, I put everything on neutral. I switch off all lights and go home. So I know that if you start that method, Nigerians will only catch up quickly. They will only catch up quickly. The discourse, he should address them. Why must he address them? He must address them from that estimated billing method of, if we have this certain amount projected as profit for the month, we will share it no matter what happens, whether or not we render service. So I have one business where they even had a broken down transformer initially, and then they switched off for a period of time. They are what they call them, the office, accounting, revenue office attached to the disco. The woman came pregnant. She knew that they did not give light for 3 weeks and cut off wires. Even though I was saying to her, where is the lights? Did you bring lights? You bought 86,000 naira for a business that, you people were giving 6,000 in the beginning, continuously increase. Hey, it's the profit that they did not make, they will share. And then, even with all the reasoning, she cut off the light. I mean, I let her cut it. I went to go and sit with my guys at the office for my prepaid meter till it was issued and installed, so that we can now be reading our cost-reflective bills.
Exactly.
Me and her, we can never have joint business. And I've told her, as soon as my prepaid meter is done, I will not pay this money again. We'll separate. Yes, so if I see her there now, we will fight.
So we have a caller from Port Harcourt, Mr. Atat. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say thank you, lady, for always taking the views for this angle. Okay, so about this light issue, I just think that our public leaders need to go to public speaking schools on how to address the public the moment they get into a position where they will have to speak to press. Firstly, we have so many issues in power. Firstly, the prepaid. People pay. I paid for prepaid. I have not gotten it. I paid 85K. I have not gotten it. In my office, they were bringing bills 25,000 to 22,000. Since last year, I disconnected myself from utility bills. Thankfully, I was able to afford solar. I've been using solar. So when you say these things, you say people are wasting power, you look at it realistically. In my house, I use prepaid. What do? I live off my feet. But when I was on estimated bill, I will not off my feet. Why? Because I don't know when the light will come. So sometimes we leave this is not because we know, but because we are not seeing the light. So if I off my feet and go and come back and, and they bring light behind your back. So I think they need to look at the issues. Then they also need to look at when customers make complaints to them, we also have to look at the possibility of them responding to that complaint. In my home, there's a time when I was estimated billing. I was giving 40,000 naira for one bedroom. I went all the way to NEPA office to say, come and check what's going on. They came to the house, they did loading. Behold, we Nigerians too, we are part of this problem. My landlady had connected another compound light from our own table. So I was paying light for myself and for the next compound. It took NEPA people 3 months for them to solve it.
Wow.
How many Nigerians can wait for 3 months? How many Nigerians can wait to protest? They need to also ensure that when people complain like this, they respond on time. There are so many issues. We're not complaining about the light or the increase of light. Give us light first, then we will pay. Just make we see the light. Give us the prepaid. Don't think for us. That's the thing. And so abroad. They always go to the part of their abroad that works for them. Why don't they go to countries that have
Yeah, amazing, amazing. She's made some points
here.
Very another angle, which I will come back to. But I like how both of you started. You know, I feel that consumers are not the problem here. We have a major problem of our electricity from generation to distribution to transmission. That's the problem that the government should be focusing on in solving and not passing the buck. So when I heard the minister speak, though he made some points, right, but he was leaving the issue to the irrelevancies, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, the trivialities, things that anybody can, once you are paying and you are seeing that as your money is going down, you are the one responsible for it, you would have, nobody needs to advise you to put off your light. You will put off your light by yourself. So the root cause of the issues are not addressed, and that's what we would like the minister to focus on. Tell us how you are solving the problem from generation to transmission to distribution. Tell us how you are ensuring that the people are able to have their prepaid meters so that they can regulate their light by themselves. Everybody's an adult here. If you have a house, you can stay by yourself, you have a family, you're an adult. You should be able to regulate your light by yourself. And if you decide to put everything on because you have so much money to waste, it's on you.
Pardon my sarcasm.
It's on you.
Pardon my sarcasm. Minister that we told that agreed that fee over and over and over that we're not getting light. He addressed it from increase of blande.
Imagine.
That we are not paying cost
those that have.
That
those that have should pay.
That Nigerians
cover up for them.
That's where you address it from. So what you can't expect?
We'll leave the lights for
so
them.
nothing should shock us. So
this exactly.
Minister also said all of us have been abroad. You don't know say we didn't apply for visa yet.
No, that
statement.
That off tweet
with me. I just
we have all been abroad.
I'm trying. Honestly, this minister, right from the day he was appointed, I was sitting down where Nima was like this, and I said,
now what?
I really need, because anybody sitting on power has a huge responsibility. You cannot sleep.
Yes,
you cannot sleep because
the economy,
your job
especially
affects every part of the economy.
Power is very
affects
important.
Every part of the economy. So you can't sleep. So when right from the beginning, I was like, my eyes are on this minister, and I've been looking, and I don't like what I'm seeing. And I really want him to work, because if he works, all of us will be able to smile to the bank.
Yes.
One of the things that ECOWAS was recommending as a way during the ECOWAS Investment Forum was that if we increase our energy, because businesses can't thrive if there's no power.
True.
So when we are talking about supplying energy, the people in the value chain, the discos and the gencos are saying that because we're not making money, so we can't guarantee improvement in power supply.
Yeah.
So I know it's caught between the devil and the DWC that, the people that are supposed to increase power supply are saying that we're not paying enough. And then the people that want to pay are saying we cannot pay until we see the power. Now, your job is not to call out your citizens.
Yes, so your consumers.
Your consumers, your people. You are not to call us out. You are supposed against us. You cannot call us out that we switch on.
How?
Our freezer is frozen. Inside which,
how does that affect generation?
No, my freezer is frozen. My freezer is frozen. If my freezer is frozen, I cannot bring anything from the freezer. Okay, you won't need to tell me. I'll myself switch it off.
My own is not frozen. There's no light. There's no light.
Yeah, but let's look at it the other way. And I know that the government has said that they're spending a lot on subsidizing electricity. And the government does not have the capacity to pay that much. And I'm sure that was one of the reasons they decided to say, okay, ban AO. You people are the ones who can afford. No, but all over the world, you know, there's a way they make rich people pay for poor people, for things like this, yes, public service and all of that, for amenities, you know. So for those people who are earning, who have a higher earning capacity, they are able to pay not just for themselves, but also pay in such a way that some of their resources can be used to attend to people who do not have. It's a way of balancing out the society, which I don't see any problem in that. But do you think that we can sustain subsidy if we say we don't want any form of increment? That you think we should sustain subsidy, that government should keep paying subsidy on electricity? Do you think that is feasible?
Okay, so subsidy, an economy without subsidy is impossible. In the world, you choose what you subsidize.
Exactly.
You must subsidize one thing. if we need this economy to kick off, we must make manufacturers or the organized private sector able to practice and run businesses. So we must give something. We've removed subsidy from fuel. We cannot just remove subsidy from everything. And so government should just sit in the office and do what exactly? Something must be subsidized. It is what you think is most practical to subsidize. Now, this issue of what we are even subsidized, let's even break down the cost. We have hydro, generation. We have, the one that uses gas. We have different. We have solar. Which one is the expensive one that you are saying you want to remove subsidy from? Is it not gas that became a wild on us that we are dealing with?
Price.
Is it all the Bande people that are using gas to generate power for right now? Because we need to break it down. Let them be as transparent as possible so we can absorb this new thing without thinking they are just, unnecessarily becoming harsh.
Yeah.
When Rama said the economy is harsh, express it well enough. Yeah, sure.
It's very harsh.
Very, because since tomorrow is Salah now, we are thinking how we will buy meat. If you buy the meat and rich house and you don't have your gas on solar, there's problem.
Yeah. Let's take this call, Mrs. Akinwale from Abuja. Good morning, Miss Akinwale. Hello, are you there?
Hello?
Good morning, ma.
Hello, good morning.
We can hear you. You're live.
Thank you. I'm Mrs. Akinwale from Abuja. I'm the first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. You know the problem? Please, you in the media should help us talk to this minister. The problem we are facing is not even the story he's talking about. It's the fact that where is the money to even buy the life? Where is it? The increment in salary has not been taken care of. So where do you get the money to buy the life? And this one that is talking, they are wasting life. Where is the life? They're not bringing the life. If you are not metered, as you said, there's no how you can get this life because the exorbitant price they give to people that are not metered is too much. We have not recovered from the petrol story. Where is it coming from? This nation, the Lord will help us. I pray that Tinubu will even review this portfolio. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now, the issue of power.
Honestly.
We'll take a breather here. When we come back, the conversation continues. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.